Hey, I knew the Bill Belichick experiment was going to be a disaster, but it's even worse than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, they'd be lucky to win 3 games. What do we have, man? The ACC show and our predictions somehow picked them to win 5 games. Oh, boy. I want all the smoke. Come on, man. This ain't my first rodeo, bro. Ain't my first rodeo. Or my last. Alabama's loss was way worse than Clemson's. First of all, they got their ass beat way worse. And I'm not ready to say that Florida State's near as good as LSU. So, yeah, but not 2-10. They're not 2-10 bad, man. I'm amazing and fantastic, Eddie. Thank you for asking. How you doing, buddy? I can't complain. I'm alive. It's week 2. It could be worse. I could be Hufferbilly Paul. I could be spending the last 5 days crying on TigerNet about Clemson losing to a top 10 team. But I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Did I see Lee Corso predict LSU to win an Natty? Yeah, I did. I did see that. Yeah, I think they got a shot. I mean, they got a hell of a team. They got a pretty tough schedule though. But I mean, way too early prediction. I think LSU is definitely in the playoffs. I don't know whether or not they'll win the SEC, but I think they'll make the playoffs. And if they get in there and Nussmeier's healthy, they'll have a shot. There you go, Robert. Robert's putting in work over here. Y'all go sign up for that fantasy league that he's got going on there. He put the link in the chat there. It's free to sign up, completely free, and I'll pay $50 American to the winner at the end of the NFL season. Is Paul so stupid that he doesn't remember that Clemson did win 10 games last year and went to the playoffs and won the ACC? I don't know what. He must have really short-term memory. I like, who does Paul want for Clemson's head coach if he doesn't want Dabo Swinney? Who does he want? Does he want to end up looking like Alabama after Saban left and get a Kalen DeBoer in there and get smoked off the field by a 2-win Florida State team week 1? Is that what he wants? Is that what he wants? Come on, man. Lane Kiffin. Shit, I don't want Lane Kiffin. Yeah, I thought Clemson, if I were to make my own poll or ranking for this week, I wouldn't have Clemson at 8. That's what they were at, right? 8? I wouldn't have them that high. I'd drop them down to about 14, maybe. But the reason they only fell to 4 spots is because of how good LSU is. You know, I do like the fact that at least the AP recognizes that a lot of these teams play nobodies week one, and Clemson, teams like Clemson and Ohio State, LSU, Texas, Alabama, Florida State, Miami, Notre Dame, they went out and scheduled big people to start the season out. So at least they're giving some leeway there. I mean, it's easy to look good against nobody's state, but right out of the gate with an entirely new team to play another good team, a lot of teams aren't built for that. But boy, we do have a lot to talk about tonight. I mean, some obvious games. Of course, we'll talk about North Carolina and TCU. We saw that disaster of an attempt of a football game last night. But there was some big surprises, and there were some not so big surprises in week one. And then, of course, when we're done trashing all the losers this week, including Clemson, we will look ahead to week two and see what week two is going to provide for us as far as entertainment. And the week two games slate is not as good as the week one slate, in my opinion, but there's some hidden gems in there. So we'll see. We got another ACC Brethren special guest with us tonight, and I'm just waiting on my co-host Sea-Dog to get done feeding his dogs and his 18 cats before he comes on. F55SU says Miami looked like crap. Why are we acting like Virginia Tech was a major loss for the ACC? No, I mean, I don't think so. That was pretty much predicted. Well, I definitely didn't. Actually, they lost, but they looked a lot better than I thought they were going to. I'll give them some credit there. But, yeah, I mean, that wasn't surprising at all. A Sea-Dog does have a kennel. If you want to adopt a pet, I can give you Sea-Dog's number. He's got 50 of them. I think he's even got guinea pigs and gerbils, and I don't know, he might have a couple of rats locked up in a cage somewhere around there. I don't know. Shout out to all the people. When I made the statement after watching Miami and Notre Dame that said that Miami has the best offensive line in the ACC by far, and maybe the best in the country, everyone told me I was stupid. Well, I'm not, and I was right. I have to point out when I'm right because that's not very often. So I was right about that. I really think they might have the best offensive line in the country. Definitely in the ACC, but I mean, all right, so here, let's do an experiment here. Tell me what other team in the Power Four has a better offensive line than Miami does. I know it's just a one-week sample, but if you watch the game, it's obvious. Tell me who's better. I can accept Penn State. I don't know if they're better, maybe as good. I don't think Georgia's as good as Miami's. Not that they're bad. I don't think they're as good as Miami's. And holy shit, Miami somehow went out there and found themselves a 14-year-old phenom at wide receiver. Did y'all see that? Tony, he just turned 13 last week. He had a clown at his birthday party and everything. A pony, a unicorn, I think. We need an NCAA investigation into Miami getting 12-year-olds to play for their team. Pinata? Yes, the weather in South Carolina is amazing and fantastic. Amazing and fantastic. Unfortunately, it's still South Carolina, and it's going to get up to about 95 degrees tomorrow, I think. But it was good while it lasted. Dabo Swinney says, "Sorry, Pete, I forgot to pray before the game. That's why we lost. I feel conviction." Well, I accept your apology. Make sure that you pray this week against Troy. We're going to need it.
How do you think God decides that both teams pray?
Hey, hold on. Let me turn this music off. What'd you say? What'd you say, Rack?
So, like, most of us played high school ball, right? Like, both teams pray before the game.
Yeah.
How does God decide that?
Well, I'm of the opinion that God doesn't give a shit about football. Jesus, Allah, Buddha. Who am I missing here? Who are the other? Who are the other ones? None of them care about football. I can promise you that.
Hold on. There's a lot of starving kids out there, but Dad
yeah,
praying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, starving kids, but hey, Notre Dame.
Speaking of starving, this jabroni.
Look at this guy. What's up, C-Dog?
What's up?
I like that shirt. Let me put this on the screen here.
Yeah, dude. Team Fool's rules. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, we're 0 for 2, but hey, still, it doesn't matter.
You know this. That's why they had to cancel the series. They were freaking scared.
You know what? My Team Fool's shirt doesn't even fit me anymore.
What?
Yeah.
You get fat?
Well, I'm not fat, but fatter. Yeah. When was the last time we did that? 2 years ago? I'm about at least 15 to 20 pounds heavier than I was the last softball game we had.
Dang.
Yeah.
My stuff fits me like a charm.
Yeah, whenever I put it on, it looks like I'm wearing a Baby Gap shirt. So I guess I'm going to have to give it to my son or something. I don't know.
When I first joined YouTube,
Damn.
What I was saying is Lou sent me a Slob Olympic shirt because I won a little game he played or something on one of his shows, and he didn't know me yet, so he sent me a large, which
oh man,
is quite a few sizes too small for old C-Dog.
Yeah.
But I don't know if y'all remember, I went ahead and wore it anyway to the slobs. My belly was hanging out all day.
Yeah. Well, it is the Slob Olympics. I mean, you're allowed to look like a slob for at least one day of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, so you are eating. That's good.
Yeah, I got a little pad thai here.
Pad thai? Is that a frozen meal?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I don't even know where to start here. There's a lot to talk about. We'll definitely start out with week one, but before we get into week one, can we just talk about last night's game real quick? I know. I mean, look, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Now, to be fair, as an ACC show panel, we did have them winning 5 games somehow. I have no idea how we came up with that number. I have to go back and watch it.
Well, we had them losing that one, but they have an easy schedule. That's why.
They do, like they do every year.
I don't know if anything's easy for them. They might be. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. They're the worst team in the ACC. I don't care if it's a week one overreaction or not. They're the worst team in the ACC.
Worse than Wake Forest?
Yes.
It's them or Wake.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, if North Carolina lined up against Wake Forest this weekend, who would you pick to win?
Oh, no.
I'd pick Wake Forest.
The point being, it's not clear.
It's clear to me, clear as day. I mean, I was driving in my car yesterday on the way home and listening to ESPN radio on Sirius. And I forget who it is. Oh, there's a show on there, E.J. Manuel, the former quarterback of Florida State. And there's a guy that used to play for LSU on it. I can't now. His name's escaping me. Anyway, they've got a couple of former college players, and they both played in the NFL. Both of them picked North Carolina to win that game. You should have seen me yelling at my windshield like it stole something from me. I was like, what? I was like, what are these guys? They're going, oh yeah, well, but everyone's saying Bill Belichick, doesn't know how to coach college football, but there's not a better mind in all football ever. Blah blah blah. I'm like, that. When are people going to realize? I mean, we've seen this experiment over and over and over and over again. Just because you win in the NFL doesn't have jack shit to do with college, especially in today's world, where with the transfer portal and everything else, they have 60 new players that weren't on that team last year. 60. That's Colorado level.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to beat Colorado. They're trying to get the Dion effect with the dry eyes guy.
Yeah.
Like nothing. And did you hear him in the press conference? He's trying that same old stick of, we just got to play better next week. We got to play better in all three phases of the game.
The whole thing is a disaster. He did the same. You remember that he used to always get accused when he was the coach of the Patriots about, hiding injuries and the injury report and all this and shielding, his roster. So they put out a roster yesterday and it just said quarterback, running back, offensive line, defensive back. No names. Like, wow. It's just like, you got to be kidding me. And every person that ever meant anything in the NFL and or at North Carolina was at that game last night. Fucking Michael Jordan was there. Julius Peppers was there. I think some former Patriots that didn't even play for North Carolina were there. Obviously, Jordan Hudson was there.
Oh, my God.
But wow. And then to make it worse, I posted a short on my channel today. Did y'all see what Skip Bayless said? I follow Skip Bayless. I'm ashamed of it, but I follow Skip Bayless on Twitter.
You texted it to us earlier.
Yeah, I didn't send you a screenshot or anything, but yeah, he's out there live tweeting during the game. After the first drive, North Carolina goes down there, scores. Look, it was an impressive drive, whatever. But the first play of the game of the first game of the year, they go down and score. Skip Bayless goes, "This is the best offense in college football. This is a national championship offense. Pencil them in," or something, some shit like that. I mean, Skip Bayless has zero. I mean, he should not be commenting on college football at all.
Didn't he pay $2 million for pussy?
That's the accusation, yes.
So, yeah, I wouldn't listen to anything that guy has to say.
Yeah, so it's not just him. It's Stephen A. Smith is another one. Colin Cowherd. Now, look, Colin Cowherd is a different animal. He is just such a clear homer for West Coast teams that it's, I mean, and I don't even think he tries to hide it, really. I mean, every year, Southern Cal and UCLA is going to be the greatest teams on the planet, or, Oregon State or whatever. But
well, it's clear with Skip, like everyone was going to watch the Belichick experiment here, and he had to try and get his name involved with it because no one gives a shit about what Skip Bayless says anymore.
Yeah, he's really bad. I follow him just for that like the reason of the tweet that we saw last night. That's why I follow him. I don't follow him because I'm trying to get any insight into anything. It's just now, to his credit, he didn't delete that tweet. It's still up there if anybody wants to go look at it. And actually, the comments are hilarious on that tweet. But okay, but in all seriousness, this experiment's not going to work with North Carolina, and I think we've all been saying that.
We were wrong about a lot of things, obviously, but not that. We saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, and I can't believe people fell for it. And I know, like, people are going to say, "Oh, well, the overreaction to week one." No, did y'all watch the game? That team is not any good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even think. They've got a decent running back. Their offensive line's absolutely terrible. I guess they've got a decent, maybe one decent wide receiver. Defensively, below average as a whole. And coaching wise, I just did he hire? I don't even know who's the coordinators over there.
DC is his son, and then they retained Kitchens, I think, as their OC. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And I saw Lou's video saying that it really wasn't Belichick's coaching. I flatly disagree with that. Like, if you watch that game, they were giving up on plays, just watching people run into the end zone. The players looked like they cared as much as Bill did.
Yeah, that's an excellent way to put that. You know what they say, a team takes on the personality of their head coach, and yeah, that's right. And a total sellout move here, I'm going to critique what Bill Belichick was wearing, and I'm going to tell you why he was wearing it. Bill Belichick has been known throughout his entire career to be the guy that wears the obviously cut off with a pair of kitchen scissors sleeveless hoodie every week. He showed up on the entrance to the game with a nice windbreaker on, and then he had a nice uncut. And I think it was 70 degrees. It's not like it was cold outside, so he didn't have to have the sleeves. A nice uncut, brand new. It almost looked like it was ironed hoodie on last night. Why do you guys think that was?
Because you know how, like, when you go to your grandpa's house, it's always 80 degrees in there. It's because like older people have circulation. I think he was legitimately cold.
I don't think that's true. I mean, he came from New England. He used to wear sleeveless hoodies in 10-degree weather. It was 70 degrees and clear skies last night. I'll tell you the reason he didn't cut his sleeves off is because he wasn't getting any later that night if he did. That was a clear demand from Jordan. Oh, no. She's like, you're not walking out of here with those cut off sleeveless hoodie on.
Oh, no.
You're not going to be seen with me in public like that, Bill.
Dang.
Can we address that too? Like, I put a video out today talking about this. I do think that, like, explain what you saw out there. I do think she has twisted his head to the point that he can't even prepare a team to play.
Yeah.
I mean, they're down bad, Pete.
I guess it's the athletic director or maybe the president. I don't know. Whoever's responsible for paying him $10 million a year, which is insane money for a guy who's never coached a down in college football or won a game, they need to be fired yesterday.
Oh, this is a move that'll get your AD fired. Cunningham might be fired.
Gotta be.
For sure.
So I don't know what else to say about that other than Peete, by the way. I was all over that. I said, I bet the house, it was minus 3.5 TCU is what I got of that. I saw some people got it like minus 3. I was like, however much money you can afford to lose, bet on that game. I mean, I was willing to lose everything. Yeah. My only regret is I didn't bet more on it than I did.
Obvious outcome.
Yeah, that was the easiest pick of the week.
Because I did like a hour-long video in the offseason of why this wouldn't work in detail. And then before the game, I did videos like, I don't care how many points TCU has, give me TCU.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even kidding. If they would have been -9, -10, -11, I still would have put my money on TCU.
Yes.
I was like 3.5. Shit. That's a steal. And I guess we're not giving enough credit to TCU. I think they look pretty good, but I don't know if playing against North Carolina is that great of a sample to tell how good TCU is. I think they'll be decent. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad.
They're a 7 or 8 win at best, probably Big 12 team. I mean,
well, I wanna point out as far as TCU goes. Did y'all notice how freaking accurate their quarterback? Passing, that was insane.
Their quarterback is good. He set a record last year for TCU in passing.
I was really impressed. I had never heard of him before.
Yeah.
I didn't follow them.
Well, he threw for 3,900 yards last year, almost 4,000 yards, I think. So he's a good passer.
Not to take anything away from him, it is easy to be accurate when there's not a guy within 5 yards of the wide receiver.
Yeah. I really think after watching that game could have been a lot worse than it was. I mean,
yeah,
it could have been. But anyway, congratulations to TCU, I guess. And if you're a North Carolina fan, I don't know, you probably have welts all over your head from banging your head into the wall for 4 hours last night. That was bad.
They listened to us and freaking saw it coming. But I know that some of them didn't.
I think most of them are in hiding. I would love to see what a North Carolina message board looks like right now. Anyway, let's run through some of these games last week and talk about them. We just went over a little bit of North Carolina and TCU. We already talked about Stanford and Hawaii because that was a week 0 game, so we won't even go into that. North Carolina State narrowly escapes East Carolina and NC State.
Came down to the final 2 minutes.
Came down to the final 2 minutes. There was 24-17 was the final score. Now, East Carolina did beat them in the bowl game last year. So the entire week leading up to the game, Dave Durham was like, this game's personal to me. This game's personal to us. We don't just want to go out there and win. We want to dominate. Well, they didn't. So there is that. Now, they found a way to win. So congratulations to NC State, I guess. I don't know. I know you guys know how I feel about Dave Dorn, but I'm still just not sold on NC State. I think they're a middle of the road, maybe even below average ACC team this year.
Struggling against East Carolina, would not make me feel confident as an NC State fan.
No. Elon at Duke. Duke blew out Elon. Elon hung in there, for the first half, and then Duke just kind of opened up a can in the second half there. Pulled away 45-17, convincing win for the Blue Devils. I don't really know if you guys have anything to add to that. I mean, their quarterback, their transfer quarterback threw for almost 400 yards, so I guess that's a plus.
Good. They're paying them like $3 million a year.
I think it's, $3 or $4 million. Yeah, something like that. Kennesaw State at Wake Forest.
Man.
That was brutal.
10-9. That's a damn baseball score right there. Holy shit. Wake Forest is down bad. They are teetering on North Carolina bad, but I still think they're just a little bit better.
You don't think North Carolina could at least handle Kennesaw State?
No, I'm not convinced they can handle anybody.
Damn. This is a good segue. Do you know who else couldn't handle Kennesaw State when he was at Liberty?
Who's that?
Caden Salter.
Oh, wow.
Lost to Kennesaw State. So another one Rec and Sea-Dog tried to tell you guys, wouldn't listen.
Yeah, let's just move on to the next one anyway. There's nothing to talk about there. Wake Forest is bad. Georgia Tech at Colorado. You just mentioned Caden Salter. Caden Salter walked out of Boulder there after a heartbreaking 7-point loss to Georgia Tech with a whopping 159 yards. Now, how long before Colorado makes a quarterback change to Juju Lewis?
I think they already have. I saw on Twitter a bunch of people.
I'm hearing that Salter's starting. I saw that Salter's starting, but Juju Lewis will appear.
I don't know why do they do stuff like this? Why don't they, if they're going to make a change, just do it? Why would they wait like a quarter or 2 quarters to do it? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech's not some world beater defense. That was our biggest concern. So what more do you need to see out of Salter if you want to put Lewis in?
I don't know. I don't know that they should jump the gun on, benching him just quite yet. I mean, it's not like losing to Georgia Tech's that embarrassing.
No, not at all. But I mean,
I guess when you look at it as in the lens of we turn the ball over 3 times.
Yeah, when you turn the ball over 3 times to start the game and you still lose, that is bad.
Yeah. I don't know.
Boy, we were down bad for a quarter, weren't we?
We were down real bad.
I think we're a pretty freaking good team. Just we started the game out like idiots.
I'm gonna tell you what. I bet on that game. I bet on Georgia Tech to cover the spread, which they did.
Yeah.
But even after the 3 turnovers, I wasn't nervous about not covering. Those were kind of fluke. Like, first of all, you got a problem at center. I don't know if this is something that's going to get worked out with just more reps or what. But yeah, I don't know. He looked like he had never snapped a ball before.
He's new.
Well,
so
what do you mean by new?
No, he's.
We replaced our center.
Yeah, it was the first start.
I think he's a sophomore, and we weren't clear on who was going to start at center too, and I think we, see why now. But that's a big problem. And then that made Haynes King very uncomfortable because he don't know if the ball's going to be snapped, that his shoelaces are over his head. And that just spiraled in the first quarter.
Yeah, I guess we'll get an idea of if that's improved at all against Gardner and Webb this week. But damn.
Yeah.
That was a problem for sure.
And that pick wasn't, to me, necessarily Haynes King's fault. I don't know if you saw it, but that defender grabbed Stockton's face mask and turned it, held him up there.
That was a pretty bad no call.
I'm not justifying King didn't look good throwing the ball. I don't know that pick was on him though.
Yeah, somehow King ended up with less. He ended up with less passing yards than Caden Salter did, which is pretty amazing.
I was hoping he'd look better passing just because, like, it was of the off season, but he's had a injury to his throwing shoulder. He used to be so good. Like in the week 1, like against Louisville, he was dropping dimes, dude. We don't see that anymore. It sucks.
Well, the center didn't help him there, so
no.
We'll see. I mean, the thing is, he dropped a career high. As many yards as he ran for last year, never until he gets to Boulder does he run for $157 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that was the difference in the game.
I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but Georgia Tech does play Clemson not this week, but next week. If they don't get that situation with the center figured out, I mean, you might have turned the ball over 5 times.
Oh yeah.
So we'll get run. I mean, we'll get run, and I don't know what the line is if they've set one that early, but I think you're going to beat the brakes off of us from the standpoint of I think you're going to be able to just force Haynes King to throw. I think you're going up front to do that.
Yeah, we were both saying that. I'm kind of surprised at all the people coming down on Clemson because, like, to me, it looked like 2 really good teams. So I don't know. I mean, at least 2 really good defenses. And I don't know how we're going to move the ball against Clemson.
All right. Well, this is a perfect segue into that game. Then it's next on the list anyway. LSU at Clemson, top 10 matchup to start out week 1. Clemson favored by 4 at home. Ended up 17-10. I really think it probably should have been worse than that. The debate about what a catch is still ongoing for the past 10 years. Nobody seems to know what it is. In my mind, LSU scored another touchdown to make it 24-10. But I think Clemson's defense played great. I think LSU's got one of the best offenses in the country. And to hold them to 17 or 24, look, going throughout the season, even in SEC play, where they're going to play against a bunch of other really good defenses, how many points do you think LSU is going to average on a weekly basis at the end of the year? It's going to be more than 24 or 17. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So defensively, I thought Clemson played well. Did they play perfect? No. But they held Garrett Nussmeier to 232 yards, had a couple of sacks, forced a couple of turnovers. So I thought they played well. They were put in a bad situation as well. They were on the field for 37 minutes of the game. Slim Shady says that's no big deal. 37 minutes isn't that big of a deal. That's a half of a quarter. So there is that. Offensively, it was lackluster at best, and there's a lot of blame to go around. The offensive line looked terrible. Cade had no protection at all. Cade made a lot of bad decisions, and I think that's a result of the offensive line play. He was starting to see shadows and ghosts, and it made bad. There was a couple of wide open receivers that probably could have gone for touchdowns. He just never even saw them. Even on that last sack that he took late in the fourth quarter, there was a wide open receiver. Instead of standing up in the pocket and throwing it, he saw the pressure coming and he scrambled and got sacked. So, but anyway, the running situation at Clemson is the most head-scratching thing I think I've ever seen in a Dabo Swinney team. And it's not that they don't have guys. It's that we don't know whether or not they have guys. Do you listen to this stat? I don't even have to write it down. I got it memorized. It's seared into my brain. They ran 20 times for 31 yards. Do y'all hear what I just said? 20 times for 31 yards. Now you go, okay, that's bad. Their running game's terrible. Well, how would you know? Only 8 times an actual running back touched the ball in that game. 8. Dang. In 4 quarters.
That's like an NCAA 26 5-minute quarter stat.
This is like a Mike Leach offense. What the fuck are we doing? This is not an air raid team. So the people telling me that Clemson has no running game, we have no way of knowing that. They've got a 5-star true freshman who didn't touch the ball at all. He was in there for 2 plays, and they asked Dabo Swinney after the game, why didn't Gideon Davidson even get an opportunity to carry the ball? He goes, oh, we put him out there for 2 plays. He missed a block that got Cade sacked. So there's consequences for your actions. So you're punishing a true freshman for missing 1 block and not giving him any carries in a game where you can't fucking run the ball?
Pete,
Pete, how does it feel that Colorado ran the ball more than y'all?
It's just insane. So Cade Klubnik got more touches than the other 3 running backs combined that played in that game. 2 wide receivers ran the ball. 2. But Gideon Davidson didn't get a single touch because he missed a block one time. So I don't know. Look. People like Huffer Billy Paul are ready to jump off a bridge and say that Clemson's going 6-6 or 5-7 or whatever dumb shit he's saying. And then you have the other side of the aisle with Clemson fans saying this was an anomaly. LSU's a national championship contender. Clemson will still win the rest of their games or go 10-2 and make the playoffs, win the ACC. I'm somewhere in the middle there. But I'm not worried about Cade Klubnik. He didn't forget how to play football from January till now. The wide receiver room is better than it was last year. Really all that needs to be figured out is how to get the offensive line in better shape and to figure out how to or who's gonna, not how to run the ball, who's going to do it, and then try to do it. So that's my. I'll get off my soapbox now about that. But at the end of the day, this was a top 10 matchup, and Clemson lost by 1 score. So I'm not ready to jump off a bridge yet.
Well, it might be a mismatch against us because if you're passing our pass rush is absolutely abysmal. Our D line is still the weakest position group on the team. So if you're facing O-line issues and stuff like that, then I don't know. It might be a good matchup for you against us. And I don't know how we're going to move the ball against your defense. So.
Talking about how we need to find a new running back in the portal. We've got. This is the other thing that pisses me off. So the guy, our best running back on paper, anyway, the 5-star guy, Gideon Davidson, he's a true freshman. I said, okay, well, you got to earn your spot. We don't just throw true freshmen in there and let them in a big game like this, week 1. Well, you did it with Travis Etienne, so I don't want to hear that bullshit. By week 4, Travis Etienne was the solidified RB1 in his freshman year at Clemson. So don't tell me that Dabo Swinney is not willing to play true freshman. He won a national title with one at quarterback and Trevor Lawrence. So we need to see him play. How are we going to know how good he is if you don't let him touch the ball? So there we go. I don't know if you have anything to add to that, Rec.
No, I think that pretty much sums
right.
I don't know. It's not impossible for us to freaking beat Clemson, but it's like I just definitely have concerns. So.
I think it's a bad matchup for Georgia Tech because you have an elite defense against a one-dimensional offense.
Right.
I think that's why.
I wouldn't say as much. One-dimensional, I feel like, is a little harsh of a word. It's not. Yeah, we're not the best at passing, but it's not like we do get creative with it. It's.
Well, I don't know. I'd say we're one-dimensional. I mean, in the passing game, what worked was just throwing it to the flat or a pop pass, basically. I'm trying to think of.
We do what works. And it's not just running backs. It's Haynes King too that can run around, or maybe one-dimensional refers to just Haynes King running around.
Well, I think it refers to not being able to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah.
And stretch it.
I had really hoped that would be better. But
I don't know. On the flip side of that, running or mobile quarterbacks that are as good as Haynes King is with his legs do give Clemson's defense fits. So, I mean, in order for Georgia Tech to beat Clemson in a couple of weeks, I think Haynes King's going to have to play like a hero, which is possible. We've seen him do it before. He did it against Georgia last year, even though he lost the game. I mean, he played like an absolute hero in that game.
So he's going to have to play like a hero, and when you sell out at the line of scrimmage, we're going to have to be able to throw it over the top on you a few times.
Yeah. We were able to beat Miami last year. We didn't only use Haynes King. We didn't choose to do this. We were kind of forced to, but we also used the second string, Aaron Philo, who can throw. He broke Trevor Lawrence's high school passing record.
Heard that, yeah.
But I won't. I'm not gonna. I can't bring up Aaron Philo without bringing up that fact. But I don't know. I don't know if that would work. The two quarterback thing would work against Clemson like it did because Miami was a pretender last year.
Especially when you got question marks with the center snap. I don't like throwing too quick.
That goes without saying. If we're gonna be Clemson, we gotta be not only not turn the freaking ball over 3 times, but we gotta be plus in the turnover.
I think that the center thing is gonna get that. That's not a major glaring issue that it can't be fixed. You know what I mean?
No, man. I'm just saying I gotta see it.
Yeah, I get you. But I'm sure that kid is what's his name? What's the center's name?
There's two.
Polo.
Oh, is he? Oh, is he one of those Uyunglele types?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
like Tawapula or something.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sure he's gonna be. He'll be locked in this coming week.
He'll be okay, and I sound probably pretty pessimistic. I think we'll be able to handle most of our ACC opponents. Like, I just don't know about Clemson. I think Clemson's a little bit out. I think Clemson's a really good team, like a playoff team. I think people are being too hard on Clemson.
Well, don't text Hufferbilly Paul that. He might have a stroke.
Well, but you wouldn't be able to tell Paul's a Clemson fan by the way he talks about Clemson.
Today he called me a Disney tiger because I didn't think Clemson was going 6-6. I put him on the spot too. He said they're going to lose 5 or 6 games. That's what he said to me. I said, I'll bet you $500 right now, that they don't lose 5 games.
That's crazy.
And of course he didn't. He didn't bet me because he doesn't believe the shit that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
He's been on TigerNet crying since Saturday night, nonstop.
Not TigerNet.
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of people that hate you on there. I'm sure there's.
I don't go on there. I mean, because you know why? Because there's people like Paul on there.
Well, who amongst us doesn't catastrophize from time to time?
Oh, man.
Well, Paul's a special case. Speaking of catastrophes, why don't we talk about Bama and
Yes, that's it.
Oh, my God.
Okay, now let me ask you guys a question here. Did you learn more about Alabama or Florida State in this game?
Alabama, I would say.
This is kind of a trick question.
I would say Alabama because I don't particularly know. We had Florida State going 5-7, so I mean, it's not a stretch to say. I'd say they look probably more like a 7-5 team. But
well, they look better. They looked better than a 7-5 team. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying they looked better than that.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Did you watch the game?
Yeah. They look pretty put together, but I think this was pretty telling of what the situation is in Alabama.
Okay, so what you're saying is this is more telling because Alabama is wildly overrated and they're on a downfall.
Yeah,
well, I think what you're getting at is is Florida State 20 times better, or is Alabama that much worse?
Yeah, I feel more confident saying that Alabama is much worse than FSU is really good. You know.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
I mean, we saw Florida State do this a couple of years ago through the portal with now what's his name? The quarterback. Jordan Travis. Thank you. I was about to say Jaden Daniels from LSU. Yeah, Jordan Travis, and they built a hell of a squad through the portal, and they went 13-0. We all know what happened after that. But I'm not saying that's what this team is, but we've seen it happen before with Mike Norvell doing this. So all I'm saying is this Florida State team doesn't look anything near what it looked like a year ago. I think we can all agree on that, right?
Yeah, definitely agree.
They're not going 2-10, but I also don't think they're going 9-3.
Well, I mean, we're not going to know till they play Miami because they play East Texas by Kent State at Virginia.
Yeah. I think Miami by far looked like the best, and I think they're going to get destroyed by Miami, just being honest.
I don't know, man. I think that's going to be a good game.
I think.
It's in Tallahassee.
It might be good just because it's rivalry. I don't know. I'm just not so sure I'm ready to pull the trigger on Florida State.
Yeah, I don't want to overreact here, but they looked the part. I hadn't seen them play with that kind of fire since 2 years ago. I think this is a match made in heaven with Gus Malzahn and Castellanos. I think he's the perfect coordinator for that type of quarterback.
Well, he recruited him.
Yeah,
Central Florida.
I'm not so sure how they're going to fare against teams that actually try. I mean, did you see the Bama players like jogging around?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was bad. There's rumors floating around on the internet, and I don't know if they're true or not because you can never really tell on social media. But there's rumors that there was a bunch of Alabama players up till 2:00 in the morning partying the night before a noon game.
Yeah, I saw that everywhere too.
Yeah,
and that's where you don't know what to believe. Is that them trying to justify the fact that you just look like shit and you're looking for a reason to attack?
But if you're using that as a reason, it's still a bad reason because that means you've got a culture and a coaching problem if that's even allowed to happen.
No, I agree.
On the road, I mean, it'd be one thing if it was in Alabama, but if you go on the road, there's usually strict guidelines, curfews, and there's people checking on you, and the players should be locked in, and I don't know.
I don't think you need that rumor to be true to come to the conclusion that there's a culture problem because you can see them like jogging around on the field, like the eye in the sky,
Well, I mean, they did kind of look like guys that were hungover from the night before. I mean,
yeah. So whatever the case, they weren't putting 100% effort in. That's a culture issue.
Yeah, I mean, they look like me. They look like me and Traveling Fools and Slim Shady the morning of the Slav Olympics after staying up till 4 a.m. drinking all night.
Right.
That's exactly what they look like.
Here's a hot take. That to me, the effort and physicality looked like North Carolina at Alabama.
Dang.
Those looked like similarly coached teams to me.
Dang.
Where you're just not getting after it.
I don't think no.
I do think that.
It's pretty harsh, but
I don't want to overreact here, but I don't even know if this is an overreaction. But I'm not sure that Kalen DeBoer is the right fit for Alabama. He might be we know he's a good coach. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got the job there. But I just don't know if Alabama's the spot for him.
He struck. He definitely was one of those that struck while the iron was hot.
Yeah.
Because he was in Washington at the time, led him to Nittany.
And we'll see how this plays out. I mean, either the wheels fall off or they get their shit together and they make a run late. I don't know. I mean, they're uber talented. There's no doubt about that. But Alabama, sorry, you're stuck with this guy. To fire him would cost you almost $80 million right now. So that's not happening. I mean, I know Alabama's got some deep pockets with boosters and whatnot, but I don't think any of those boosters are willing to come off 80 mil or 77 or whatever the number is. It's a lot.
No, and we talked about this before we knew who was going to be the next coach after Saban. Was anybody going to come in and be the guy after Saban? Like, I know it's really bad now with this loss to Florida State like it is, but I don't know that they were going to be happy no matter what, shy of them making the playoffs every year.
Yeah, but at least you can't have guys freaking jogging around out there and,
That's true. I mean, I don't know.
Last year, the signs were there too. Remember, like he was the guy freaking out at the end of the Vanderbilt game. They were like kneeing it out, and the guy was like crashing out and carrying on the field.
And I know the Alabama fans don't want to hear this, but they pretend like Kalen DeBoer. They're still pretending like Kalen DeBoer was their first choice. He was not. Yeah. He wasn't. He was the best choice out of all the people they called that told them no. And not because, I mean, obviously Alabama's one of the best jobs in the country, but again, who wants to? They called Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney said no, thank you. I mean, who wants to follow Nick Saban?
They should have took our advice and hired Dave Clawson. Get the claw fence going.
I don't know if that would have worked out very well at Alabama either. But
okay. I was kidding.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so look, congratulations, Florida State. Very impressive game, very impressive win. And we'll see where they can go from here, I guess. I guess I'm higher. Well, I think we're all higher on them than we were a week ago. I mean, you'd be stupid not to.
Oh yeah, of course. Like all credit to Gus Malzahn in that. I mean, he called a perfect game for Casanova.
He did. Do you see what he said after the game? He was like, "I had a lot of fun out there." I was like, "Well, no shit. Look, when you put an ass whooping on Alabama like that, it is fun. I'm sure."
It was like old times.
Yeah, yeah. That was a little dig at Alabama.
That man is their kryptonite.
He is their kryptonite. That's right. All right, moving on. East Texas A&M SMU. SMU took care of business against a bad team, 42-13. I don't really know what to tell. Now, to be fair, I didn't watch this game, so I couldn't really give you any bullet points on what made it great or whatever. I mean, the score tells it all, I guess. Did anybody watch this game?
No, I don't care.
Right. Yeah. So we'll learn more about SMU when they play somebody. This was a fun one. Or was it? Syracuse and Tennessee. Hey, this is the ACC show, and we're all ACC people, I guess. But I know both of you were happy to see Fran Brown get humiliated.
Fran Brown humiliated. No shower for you, buddy.
Yeah.
No shower. Yeah, and I'm not dunking on Syracuse. Like, we all knew this is what it was going to be, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was curious to see what the quarterback situation at Tennessee was going to look like after Nico leaving. But, I mean, look, the reality is, and Fran Brown tried to skirt this question in the post-game press conference, but the reality is that Tennessee has like whatever it is. How much do they spend on their $25 million on their roster? And what does Syracuse spend? $3 million? I mean, I know we all hate it. But the facts are the facts. Tennessee just has better players.
Yeah, I mean, Syracuse spent all the money they had last year to get those boys from Ohio State in there. And they're not a team that's probably going to be able to spend $20 million every year on a roster.
Yeah. So this wasn't really surprising to me at all. I mean, there's just a huge talent gap between those two programs right now. I mean, I guess it's kind of impressive that they at least managed to score 26 points. I mean, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess Syracuse can win some games in the ACC against some of the lower level teams, but I don't know. The idea that Syracuse, I'm sure some of you heard this too, that Syracuse was a dark horse to win the ACC, and I never understood that.
Who said that?
Well, people on this show said it. Well, I guess people in the comments section, but you never know what drooling idiots in the comments section if they're serious or not.
That's like the Colorado guys saying they're going 10-2 before Tech took care of business with them. Like,
exactly.
Same reason. You lose everything that made your team somewhat good last year, and you don't bring anything in that remotely replaces it.
Right.
Like, this is not rocket surgery.
Rocket surgery. I like that. I'm about to steal that from you.
You hadn't heard that one before?
No. I've heard rocket science and brain surgery, but how about brain rocket?
We can come up with something.
Yeah. Or brain science. All right. So, but not really surprising there. Tennessee, I think Tennessee's a pretty good team, but they've got a tough road ahead of them, too. So we'll see how that team ends up finishing. Is Duquesne in Pittsburgh, 61-9. I know Talkus Pitt was super excited to watch his team blow out Duquesne.
Why did they do that to them? Drop a freaking 60 burger on them?
Hey, they're trying to impress the playoff committee.
What's your problem?
How do you spell?
You didn't have to do that to them. This is mean.
A team that spells their name without a C or a K and is pronounced Duquesne.
Yes.
You can't trust that.
Well, every letter in the whole word is silent.
Just shit out some consonants and vowels, and that's how you spell it.
Yeah, it looks like if you took the little chips on Scrabble and just threw them up in the air and they landed in that order. That's what they are.
It's like how British people spell Q.
Yeah.
Q-U-U.
Q-U-E-V-E or whatever.
This shows my ignorance. Is Duquesne an FCS team? They got to be, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
We got a wide receiver out of there last year before. But
man, that's a big flex right there. You got a wide receiver from Duquesne.
We're back, baby. We're back. No, Yeah, he's
they take freaking transferred portal.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So Boston College, again, the same thing as Pittsburgh. They played Fordham 66-10. Again, these are type of games you really don't even really, you can't really get anything out of that. I mean,
how'd you do that?
You should win 66-10 against Fordham. So I guess congratulations, Boston College. We'll see who they got coming up here. Louisville blew out Eastern Kentucky. That's not a surprise either. Coastal Carolina and Virginia. Virginia with the big 48-7 win.
That surprised me.
That did surprise. Yeah, me too. I think when we did the prediction for Virginia, I think I picked Coastal Carolina to beat them.
Yeah, so. Coastal Carolina has not been a bad team, and Virginia has.
I believed in Virginia. I picked them to
win. Joe the pilot in chat brings up something that was one of my highlights of the weekend. I was watching the C-Dog and Rec Talk stream when they were streaming the Colorado and Georgia Tech game, and they were wearing wireless microphones, and C-Dog decided he had to take a pee break, and he didn't turn his microphone off. So it could have been worse, C-Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we heard you pee, but you did wash your hands afterwards. We heard that, so we know that you're cleanly. And you didn't say anything stupid while you were peeing. And sometimes people talk to themselves if they think they're alone, especially when they're peeing.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything crazy. You were humming a tune. It was a very pleasant tune. I don't know what it was. Maybe the Georgia Tech fight song. What were you humming?
I think it was My Boo.
Oh. But anyway, that was one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
I can't hear you guys anymore. Hang on. Damn it.
Do you have rituals?
God. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Give me a second.
All right.
Okay.
So I was singing My Boo. Where it goes.
I don't even know what that is. That's
that one.
Oh, why were you singing that? Why was that in your head? That's a weird song to just like bust out when you're peeing. Anyway. So anyway, Virginia gets the job done 48-7.
All right, I'm
there. Now this game right here was pretty interesting. And I didn't see it, but after I heard the score and I went back on YouTube and somebody had posted sort of a condensed version of the game, not highlights, but a condensed version without commercials or whatever. I don't want to blow this out of proportion, but Cal looked pretty good in their first game. Now Oregon State might be complete dog shit. I don't know. But Cal controlled this game from start to finish pretty much. Did y'all see any of that?
I believed in Cal. No, I was sleepy, but I believed in Cal.
Yeah, that one surprised me a little bit. I think I even picked Oregon State to beat them. I didn't bet on it or anything, but I just wasn't a believer in Cal. But I don't know, man. Well, especially offensively, I thought they looked really good. That quarterback played great. I know that. Malik Murphy, isn't it?
I didn't know he went there.
Yeah.
Is that where he ended up? Damn.
Yeah.
How does a team $400 million in debt afford Malik Murphy?
I don't know. Maybe he's paying them.
Maybe they got him on layaway.
Yeah, on layaway.
It's like one of those. No, it's like one of those guys who's they live in poverty, but they have the nice souped up car.
Oh, $80,000 truck outside the trailer park,
right
everywhere in Georgia.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I'm intrigued by California. I'm not sold on them just because they beat Oregon State on the road week 1, 34-15. So I'm not I'm not going to overreact to this, but I'm intrigued by them a little bit now. I thought they were going to be really bad. So we'll see. Now this, in my opinion, was the best game of the week in all of college football, not just the ACC.
Yes,
it was definitely the most entertaining one. And another top 10 matchup, Notre Dame at Miami. I thought Miami was going to be pretty good. I was higher on Carson Beck than a lot of people were, based on what he did at Georgia, which I never really understood the disrespect for Beck in Georgia. I mean, he went 25-3 as a starter. Yeah, he had some turnover problems last year. But in my opinion, he's got a better offensive line at Miami. He's got better receivers than he ever had at Georgia. So you put those two things together, and maybe a better offensive coordinator too. I don't know. That's a recipe for success. And this was just such a great game. It was so entertaining from start to finish. There wasn't a dull moment in the entire game. And look, I streamed this game, and I was given some hell to our boy Car Wreck, CJ Carr. I call him Car Wreck. In the first half, Notre Dame was getting pushed around in the first half. There's really no other way to put it. But man, that young guy showed some moxie, brought them back. It came down to the end of the game. A 3-point game. Car Wreck showed some heart there. I think Notre Dame's going to be a good team going forward. Unfortunately for them, I don't know if they can afford to lose another game if they're looking to make the playoffs. Maybe they could. One more, but they exhausted their get out of jail free card as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they really couldn't afford to lose this. And by the way, there was Notre Dame fans, and look, I love shitting on Carson Beck as much as the next guy because screw Georgia. But you at least got to have a thread of truth. And that there were all over Twitter and their message boards like, oh, we'll take CJ Carr over Carson Beck any day of the week. No,
yeah.
What? And I'm not saying CJ Carr's bad. I think he's a decent quarterback. We'll see. And shout out to Coop. Coach Coop predicted the score exactly.
Really? He did, huh? That's impressive there.
27-24. Miami looked good. And you mentioned that number 10, Horton or something. That kid, he's a kid playing like a grown man out there.
Yeah, he's like 13 years old.
He's almost as old as Belichick's girlfriend.
Yeah, he had a birthday party last week, his 13th birthday party. They had a clown there, a piñata, a Spider-Man birthday cake. No, but
you got your web slinger, gee golly. Pretty cool.
But he's and they got him for another 3 years. He's so, and well, who knows now in the days of the transfer portal, he might leave, but hypothetically, he'll have him for another 2 or 3 years. So, but look, if you're a Notre Dame fan, I wouldn't take this too hard. I mean, obviously nobody likes to lose. Obviously, this is a big rivalry. Those teams hate each other. The fans hate each other. The whole deal. Nobody likes to lose, but if I wouldn't push the panic button if I'm Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is a very good team, and I think Miami, right now, to me, again, a very small sample size, only 1 week. I think Miami looks like the most complete team in the ACC after 1 week.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And probably, well, not probably. I think they have the best offensive line in the ACC and maybe in the country. And that's just their offensive line's insane.
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
No, I don't think that's a stretch at all. I really don't.
I think they played the best team. Well, I don't know. Ohio State may be better. These were the two teams that had the most competent offenses playing.
Yeah.
Of the games that I saw.
I would agree with that. Yeah. This game was pretty exciting for 3.5 quarters. Virginia Tech and South Carolina. Now, this was a team that I definitely wasn't high on Virginia Tech in the offseason. I was high. This is in the offseason. This is the highest I've been on South Carolina since Steve Spurrier. A lot of that has to do with their wide receiver Harbor and their quarterback Lenore Sellers. But I've been high on South Carolina. I picked South Carolina in the preseason to beat Clemson in November. So, and believe me, I hate South Carolina. So I'm not Johnny come lately here with these picks. But I thought this game was going to be over in the first half. I just thought that Virginia Tech was massively outmatched. Now they played tough. Now South Carolina does have some offensive line problems. As a matter of fact, I think I trolled Jackpot during a stream. I said. Because this game was on Sunday, Clemson played on Saturday. I said to him, I think South Carolina's offensive line might be worse than Clemson's.
What did he take, like 3 straight sacks or 2 straight sacks? And Jackpot was.
His crash out was so amazing.
I really believe Virginia Tech played so well, considering the competition they were playing against. Anybody not named Lenore Sellers behind center, Virginia Tech might have won this game. I mean, that's how important Sellers was in this game.
Yeah, you can't give up a punt return like that and expect to win a lot of games either.
Oh, let's talk about that for a second. What
got the Hokies.
A genius move. He declined a penalty to re-kick. He could have taken it at the 25-yard line. Or whatever. I guess if there was a penalty, it might have been the 30. Whatever. He declined and said re-kick it. Which could, I mean, most coaches won't do that because they go, okay, well, you know, at least we got the ball. We're not going to, you know, fumble it and turn the ball over in our own, our own red zone or whatever. But they re-kicked it and he ran the damn thing back for a touchdown.
The transformation in jackpot, because when what are we doing? No, we're gonna turn it over here. I told y'all he should have done that.
Yeah, that was great.
So, yeah, I mean, that play, and then there was a play late where Sellers got sacked virtually 3 times and broke out for a 15-yard run for a first down to pretty much ice it. Otherwise, Virginia Tech would have got the ball back and had a chance to tie it. So, but look, I'll give credit where credit's due. Virginia Tech looks better than I thought they were going to. I mean, I don't know what that's going to translate, what that's going to look like for the rest of the season, but I'll give credit. They look decent. In a loss, if that's possible.
Yeah.
No. Old Brent Pry. And we already talked about TCU and North Carolina at the top of the show, so we won't bore you guys with more Bill Belichick and Jordan husband. Yeah, she is like the husband, isn't she?
I didn't know.
She's more like the husband.
Harp on it that she whispered something to Bill Belichick. I was dealing with some things during that game, and I must have missed it. But I guess she was on the field.
I'm pretty sure that was pregame.
Oh, it was pregame.
I think so. Somebody cut that image out and made it sound like it was during the game. I'm pretty sure that was like during the warm-ups or whatever. I mean, but we can pretend like it was during the game to make it funnier if you want.
Yeah, it was definitely during the game, dude.
Yeah, let's go with that.
It was definitely during the game.
It's still silly that she's down on the field, even pregame. Like, why is she, like, at least Taylor Swift has the, the courtesy to sit in the box and not be down on the sideline whispering in Travis Kelce's ear.
Well, and especially given the situation, anyone who has any self-awareness or care would be like, I'm just going to sit this one out. Put me somewhere where no one's going to see me.
Yeah. I see we have 70 people in here, and there's only 30 likes. Not even 30, 29. You guys got to do better than that. It's free. YouTube really cares about thumbs up. I don't, but YouTube does, and I'm playing YouTube's game right now. So hit the thumbs up, please. Thank you. Where are we at here? All right, so coming up this week, Louisville is starting out the season with 2 nobodies. Well, I don't know. I guess James Madison's a good team. I mean,
when they're playing North Carolina.
They just moved up from the FCS a year ago, but, they're
a decent team.
Yeah, they're a decent team. This is going to be at Louisville, 7 o'clock. I guess we're all picking Louisville to pretty much handle business there, unless there's some disaster that happens. They should win that game.
I don't know what the line is. If it's 17, I would take the 17 in Louisville.
Yeah, me too.
I mean.
Yeah, I probably will if that's what the line is. This is an interesting game here. I don't know what to make of Illinois. They're ranked 11 in the country. Is that right? I guess it is.
Yeah, that seems wrong to me. And I don't have a reason to say that because I don't know anything about Illinois, but I like Duke in this game.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of weird. Duke's unranked. Illinois. Now, Illinois, to be fair, the AP is weird because they go based off of what they had them ranked week 1. Week 1, I thought they were overranked to begin with. So, yeah, they won their game, but they're at 11. I'm with you here. If Duke is the underdog at home in this game, I'm definitely taking Duke with the points. No doubt.
See what the line is on this. Line.
I'm not saying Duke's going to win, but depending on what the line is there, I just don't see that. I don't see Illinois rolling in there and just blowing them off the map.
Looks like Duke is a 3-point underdog.
3 points, okay.
Really? I'm seeing like minus 10.5 Duke. Am I looking at something wrong?
I'm looking at the college football app.
I'm looking at the Vegas Insider site that lists all the different agencies.
That's quite a big.
You're saying Duke is favored by 2 touchdowns? How much?
Minus 10.5.
Oh, 10.5. Wow, really? That's interesting. I mean,
Illinois or Duke?
I don't know. Wow.
Let me look again. I feel like something's off with that.
I pulled it up on my college football app, which is usually right.
Go to FanDuel.
Anybody else use?
Yeah, if you use DraftKings or FanDuel, that's usually they use the Vegas sportsbook. Okay. It's pretty accurate.
FanDuel's got Duke plus 2.5.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Yeah.
See, I would rather have 3, but yeah, I don't know. I'd probably take Duke there. I don't know if they'll win the game. This should be a good game, really.
I don't know enough about Illinois.
I don't either.
I'll take Duke on the money line. Give me Duke outright here.
Yeah, take Duke on the money. What's the money line payout? Is it plus 150 or something like that? Plus one.
That's not that great. It's plus 122 for Duke.
Yeah, well, still better than even the money. So I don't know. Give me Duke to win that one. I don't know. Again, I'm gonna ride with what C-Dog here said, and I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some expert on Illinois or frankly Duke. But I know more about Duke than Illinois. So I don't know. Maybe Illinois is worthy of their ranking. I just don't think we know that yet. I thought they got a little bit too much love in the preseason.
Yeah.
So East Texas A&M, which I guess that's where they learn how. Did you go to East Texas A&M to learn how to yell before they let you do yell practice at the real Texas A&M? I don't know.
It's the A&M preparatory school.
Yeah, it's an A&M preparatory school. So they teach you the basic fundamentals of twirling fake guns at East Texas A&M, and then you get to go do it at the real Texas A&M and wear those little special uniforms.
They find people that already look completely dumb and say, do you want to look even dumber? Dude, we got the thing for you, buddy.
Yeah, they're like, if you graduate at the top of your class here, the dumber you look, the better chance you have of actually going to Texas A&M. Yeah.
Sorry, you look too together, sir. We're going to have to hold you back a year.
Yeah. Do you know how to iron?
Texas A&M's.
Do you know how to iron a button-up shirt? You're Texas A&M material. Let's go.
The weird thing
is it's a little more brainwashing, cult-like.
It's not even military as much as it's cheerleading. What they do, though, is the weird part to me. Like they shake their hands like spirit hands, and then they turn circles.
You know, it is interesting that most people that live in the state of Texas are appalled at male cheerleaders. Meanwhile, one of their biggest college football program has nothing but male cheerleaders. You don't see them mad about that.
Yeah, and they're not even the cool male cheerleaders that throw you up on one hand or something.
No.
They'll actually kick your ass if you said anything to them.
Right, yeah.
I'm not so sure, Pete. I feel like Texas A&M are kind of the pariahs of college football.
I don't know. I mean, they've got at least 100 and something thousand people that show up in that stadium every week. So there's at least 100,000 people of them who don't think they're pariahs.
Brainwash people.
Well,
yeah, how many people are a part of Scientology? That's true. I mean, you can get a lot of people believing dumb shit. How many people believe the earth is flat?
Well, we have just done it. We have just compared Scientologists to Texas A&M fans.
And I don't think that's the craziest thing ever said on the show by a long shot.
Well, no, not on this show. There's a lot of crazy shit that's been said.
That's not even the craziest thing I said today.
But flat earthers and Scientologists are on par with Texas A&M. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Volume-wise, yes.
Volume-wise. But anyway, they're playing against Florida State, so Florida State should. And this is really a non-discussion here. Florida State should blow them out. Hopefully, they do. Well, could you imagine if they had a struggle win against East Texas A&M after that big win over Alabama?
Oh my!
SMU or are they playing an ACC schedule?
Who?
East Texas A&M. Isn't that who SMU played this week?
Yeah, it is who. Yeah. I don't know. I guess they're out of conference games. They're ACC teams. Yeah.
Interesting.
Baylor at SMU.
So I actually did not watch the Baylor Auburn game because it was at the same time as the Tech game.
Yeah, me too. I was busy watching that one.
I have no idea how good Baylor is at all.
Yeah, this is a tough one here. This is a in-state game. This game's at SMU. I'm gonna roll with SMU just because it's at their place. That's really the only reason. But what disrespect. We've got a ranked ACC team playing at home against a Big 12 team, and they put this on the CW network. And look, it's not like there's a gang of great games on at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday around the country. There's not really any. So the disrespect, if I were SMU, I'd be mad about this.
They should be. Peete or Slim's in the back room. By the way.
Nobody's happy about playing against on the CW.
I just don't understand the programming choice there. There's a bunch of other games that could have been on the CW network from the ACC. Well, we just looked at a couple of them. Why not put Florida State and East Texas A&M, or even Duke and Illinois? Because I think SMU and Baylor is going to be probably one of the better games at that time slot. So
we can barely hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Slim, the microphone. Slim, you got that headset on again, buddy? Sounds like you're at the bottom of a well, like Timmy.
That's 40 feet
from
away
Lassie.
from us.
Yeah, 40 feet for those of y'all didn't know. We'll see if we can get that figured out. Any thoughts on this other than I think this would be a great game? I'm going to watch it. Albeit it's on the CW network, I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah, we'll get to see a lot of golf commercials. It'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Some Blue Chew or Viagra or whatever they're selling now. Yep. Virginia at NC State. Hey, look, come on. I'm riding with the Who's on this one, baby. Woo. Look, they impressed me. Now, I'm not saying they're great or anything, but they impressed me week one. And NC State did not. I'm riding with the Who's on this one. This is in Raleigh too. Yeah, this game's in Raleigh. And for anybody who wants to go watch NC State lose at home to Virginia, you can get a ticket for $24 right now on StubHub.
Man,
is that any better?
Yes, well, a lot better. I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go Who's.
I was saying, how dare you besmirch the good name of the CW network?
Well. At least I know you have Hulu TV like I do. At least they do carry it. Some of those streaming services don't. That's how bad the CW is. Some of the streaming services don't even carry it.
Well, honestly, the more I'm beginning to think about it, I may get rid of the live TV because basically everything's on ESPN Plus now, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But not the CW. So. Wahoo Brad's in the chat. He's a Virginia fan. He's saying this game is actually a non-conference game. Yeah, that's one of those weird non-con games that they, because the ACC only plays 8 conference games, and if they already have 8 scheduled out and they don't have a game to backfill, they'll just play another ACC team who also has one to backfill, and that's how you get this dumb shit. I just
wait.
I hate that.
So you're telling me if Virginia loses to NC State or NC State loses to Virginia,
then it doesn't count against their ACC record? Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's dumb.
That makes about as much sense as wiping before you poop.
Yeah. Which is exactly what Dave Dorn does, wipes before he poops.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You said poop.
I've heard. So, yeah, that's disappointing that it's not it would be more interesting if it was an ACC game, but whatever. I'll take watching NC State lose at home, whether it's a non-con game or whatever team they're playing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I wouldn't have said this a week ago, but I think this actually should be a good game. Well, if Virginia plays as good as they did last week, and NC State plays as bad as they did last week, this should be a great game.
For Peete.
And Virginia out here trying to prove some people wrong, man.
Yeah, Tony Elliott's trying to save his job. He's one of those ones that's on the hot seat, even though hot seat is not something you hear a lot out of Virginia.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he really is. I'm not sure there is such thing as a hot seat in Virginia.
Yeah, as I was just saying, yeah.
Oh, Wahoo Brad says their quarterback's hurt.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, damn. Why do you got to get your quarterback hurt before you play against NC State, man? Couldn't you at least wait till after?
Yeah, let NC State hurt him while you beat him.
Yeah. Well, that'll just make it that much better when you beat NC State with a backup quarterback. You know what? I kind of like this.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gives you more things to talk shit about.
Yeah, you got to find a silver lining in life. You know what I mean? All right, Central Michigan at Pittsburgh. When does Pittsburgh play anybody? We have to wait till week 10 for that, or what's going on?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, hopefully they don't lose them like they did freaking Western Michigan.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. That was funny. You gotta watch out for the MAG teams, dude.
You gotta watch out for directional schools. Period.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have anything to say here. Pitt will win this game, but come on, can we see them
by 3?
I would like to see them play somebody so I know what to expect from them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find an ACC team on their schedule. I'm clicking through all this.
Yeah, it's not until week 12.
I got their schedule now. They play at West Virginia.
Yeah.
Next week.
Good. Finally. That will be a good one. All right, UConn at Syracuse. Boy, is there any good games in the ACC this week? This is getting bad here. I don't even want Western Carolina at Wake Forest. Now, look, that's on ESPN Plus, Slim. I don't know, man. Wake Forest is pretty bad. Wake Forest is pretty bad. You think they could get upset here by Western Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah.
Western Carolina's way better than Kennesaw State. I don't think people realize how bad Kennesaw State is.
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah, and what Wake Forest won, 10-9?
They did.
Holy shit.
And a nail biter.
A nail biter against Kennesaw State.
That was kind of the trend of week 1, though, this year was low-scoring games.
I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I need my staff. Rec Talk, sir, can you please look up the betting line for this? Thank you.
All right.
Let's make some money here.
Jamie.
Yeah, pull it up, Jamie.
Wake Forest line.
If Western Carolina is at least a 3-point underdog or more, I'm taking Western Carolina in the points. That's where I'm going with this.
Not confident enough to take them on the money line?
Maybe. I'd rather get the points, though.
Let's go to DraftKings.
You know what?
At least ECU has a reputation of being decent sometimes. Like Western Carolina, I have no clue.
Well, again, we only have one game sample size. They barely escaped by 1 point against Kennesaw State, and they're better than Kennesaw State is. So if I'm just going off of that alone.
I mean, at least they didn't lose in overtime to something called Tarleton.
Yeah, Tarleton. Where's that at? I thought that was
Mars. I don't know.
You know where that's
sounds
at.
like the name of a university on Mars, doesn't it?
I thought that was in Alaska.
Sounds like the name of a university that Squid Tard established.
Gamecock Chuck says it's in Texas. Sounds like, you know what? We should have guessed that. That sounds like a Texas team. Tarleton.
I don't know that there is a line on this game, which is weird. I'm trying maybe.
Vegas said we can't even put a line in this game. Wake Forest sucks that bad.
I'm having trouble finding it.
Yeah. Seriously though, sometimes they won't put a line on games like this. So I mean, you might be able to find one somewhere, but a lot of these times, these big sports books, the major ones, if they see a game like this, they're like, you know what, fuck this. We're not even giving people a chance to win money on this.
No, the only
you'd have to find a gypsy to give you a line on this.
Yeah, you got to get a gypsy to give you a line. Yeah, exactly.
Western Michigan and Western Kentucky have a line, but no Western Carolina.
Wow. Well, that tells you all you need to know. Western Carolina's going to win this game.
And no one's going to make any money on it.
Yeah. All right. Troy at Clemson. Now, Hufferbilly Paul is somewhere in his house right now in the fetal position, crying, telling me that we're going to lose to Troy. Or he's typing incessantly on TigerNet somewhere that, Troy's going to beat Clemson at home and Dabo Swinney's going to,
Is he the most bipolar Clemson fan on the internet?
Yes.
Well, he'd have to be high on Clemson to be considered bipolar. He's just down. He's depressed.
Well, no, he's high. So he was really high on them in the offseason.
No,
and then they lost to LSU.
Yeah, anytime
and
they
just went straight south.
Yeah, anytime they lose a game, he goes from they're the best team in the country to the worst.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not. I'm not even kidding. This isn't a joke. He's all over the place. He is. He might need he might need to stop watching Clemson football altogether. It's not good for his health.
Now, I'll say this. If y'all do somehow manage to lose this game, I'm going to need Jay Shipes to go to his house and remove all sharp objects.
Well, Jay's at his house right now.
Well, we'll see. That helps.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think it goes without saying. Look, you could whatever you thought you saw from Clemson's offense last week, which was pretty pitiful in my opinion. Even albeit it was against a great defense, I think in LSU. You could put me at quarterback and they should beat Troy just because I think Clemson's defense is that good.
You're a 33.5-point favorite against Troy.
I don't know if they'll cover. I wouldn't bet them to cover because I just don't trust them offensively enough right now to score enough points. But I mean, I think they'll win the game for sure.
Yeah, I think they'll cover against Troy. Yeah.
I mean, look, they should.
Would you take the over at 51.5?
Shit, they might score 51 by themselves.
Bang that over.
Yeah, I'm not betting this game.
Well,
I'm not betting it.
I wouldn't either, but it's just.
I'm not betting the over under or the point spread on this.
I mean, call it superstition or whatever, but I don't place money on any Miami game.
Yeah, I'm not superstitious at all. I mean, I've bet on plenty of Clemson games that they've covered and won, but I've also bet on a bunch that they didn't. So, but anyway, Clemson will win this game. Whether they win by 30 or 40 or 50, I don't know, but they should win this game. If they lose this game, the meltdown in the upstate will be epic to start the season out 0-2.
I want to hear from Tyler and Spartanburg if y'all manage to lose that game.
I'm pretty sure that Dabo Swinney blocked his number.
To get him on here?
I would love to have Tyler from Spartanburg on here.
We can probably make that happen.
Tyler, if you're listening, get in touch with me, buddy. We'll have you on the show.
Sure, he's got a Twitter.
Sure, he does. Yeah, I wonder if it's at. But the problem is, there's so many clones now. If somebody's handle is probably at Tyler from Spartanburg, and it's just some 50-year-old guy in his boxers and somewhere.
Yeah, I'm Tyler.
Scratching his belly. Yeah, I'm Tyler. I'll come on. Gardner Webb at Georgia Tech. This is the warm-up game leading into Clemson next week.
Yeah, nothing to talk about.
Anything to say about this?
Nah, we'll beat them.
Nah, nothing interesting to talk about.
Right. Okay. Texas Southern at Cal. Boy, Cal, again, we just went over Cal, how surprisingly good they looked against Oregon State. I don't really know don't even really know what to take out of that, but I did watch a good bit of the recap on that game, and I liked how they looked. Now, so I'm picking them to win this game. This game's at 6:00 on ESPN Plus against Texas Southern. So Cal could start out season 2-0.
This is another team. It's I feel like it's rare. I don't know about you guys that I see teams that I've never even heard of. I have never heard of Texas Southern.
I haven't either. But there's the Texas Northern, Western, Eastern, Southern.
I've heard of North Texas.
Yeah.
East A&M.
Yeah, East Texas A&M.
I didn't know there was an East A&M. That's a new one on me.
Is there a West one? Is there a West Texas A&M too?
There better be.
and a West A&M State.
Texas they've got, maybe them or California. They've got to have the most college football teams in the country.
They've got more schools than students enrolled at Wake. I think.
That, you know what? You might not be far off.
Wake has a pretty small enrollment.
Wake only has like 5,000 or 6,000 students, right? It's not that many.
Wow, I didn't know it was that low.
It's low.
I thought Miami was low at like 20,000.
Oh no, yeah, Wake's way below that.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day watching the ACC show.
Yeah, 5,471 students.
See? 5,000.
There's high schools that have that many students in Georgia.
Yeah, definitely in Texas.
Yeah.
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 Shit, my high school, wasn't huge, but we had like probably almost 4,000 students in my high school. So, anyway,
the most badass one.
I don't know, man. Look, Texas Southern's not a good gauge. Oregon State was a decent gauge. At least that was a Power 4 team. I might be flipping my whole thing about Cal here. I might get on the Cal train. I need to see
you and me both.
I might need to see them. We'll see. So I expect Cal, if I'm going to flip to the Cal train, I'm going to need them to go ahead and blow out Texas Southern, win by 30, 40, 50 points or whatever. And then their next Power 4 game, I want to see them win again. If they start out 3-0 with 2 Power 4 wins and a blowout against Texas Southern, hook me up to the Cal wagon.
The Bears, baby.
The Bears, the Golden Bears.
Marshawn Lynch in that.
Yeah, Jack Nicklaus.
And your favorite, your little buddy, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I love Aaron Rodgers. You know what? I'm a Cal fan. Fuck this. I love Aaron Rodgers. I love Marshawn Lynch. And I love Jack Nicklaus. That's a trifecta. Yeah, and I love Bears, too.
Yeah, but that's also like the most uber liberal university in the history.
I don't care about any of that. This is football.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I mean, I didn't say I would go there, but
You're not gonna go. You're not gonna go when Clemson plays Cal. Your two favorite teams.
You know what?
Go.
You know what? I probably should. How far? My sister lives in California. She lives in. How far is Cal from Santa Barbara? She lives in Santa Barbara.
I don't think this is the best geography of California panel, but
yeah. Where's my? Well, we've got a West Coaster in the chat. Where'd he go? Roger Dodger. He lives in California.
Yeah, Roger.
There he is.
There was something wrong with that guy.
6-hour drive at least. Okay, well, never mind. Damn. But yeah, hell, you know what? If Clemson goes out to Cal, I might go out there. Why not?
Well, as much shit as it get, it is like there's a reason like people love it out there.
I mean, I can pee on the sidewalk and no one's going to care.
The weather out there is great. That's why everybody loves it.
Oh yeah, you can just pee wherever.
I'll just go pee on the sidewalk. I'm not getting arrested. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's my kind of place.
Yeah, record it like we do on a stream.
See, dog, you might need to move to California, buddy. You can just shit anywhere you want with that app.
They have apps now that track where people are shitting on the sidewalks.
I know. Sea-Dog did it. Remember?
You hear that, Sea-Dog? You need to get that app.
You think that's what they expanded that app to when they took it away?
I'm familiar with the poop tracker.
Oh, he's very familiar.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, he went into a 3-week depression whenever his poop stopped getting tracked.
I'm still upset about that.
Still,
shit.
see, I told you.
Do you shit and then like cry like no one will remember you now, like as you flush?
Yeah, dude, it freaking sucks. I'm not gonna lie, like it sucks.
Boy, I don't know how I ended up meeting you guys.
Fucking internet, man.
We try and out stupid each other every day.
I believe you. Anyway, go Golden Bears. Butane Cookman at Miami. What's the best ACC game this week? Well, we got Boston College and Michigan State. Oh, this is the best one. It's not two ACC teams, but Vanderbilt and Virginia Tech's the best game.
The grudge.
Yeah. They played last year too. Vanderbilt won that game last year, didn't they? Pretty sure they did.
In overtime, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was overtime.
Yeah, I believe so.
This game, but that was in Vanderbilt. This time it's at Tech. What do you guys think about that?
This is surprisingly good.
Yeah, this is a good game.
I'm going to stand on this. If anybody other than Lenore Sellers was the quarterback in that South Carolina Virginia Tech game, Tech wins.
Yeah, you know what? I might be with you here.
I'm not as high on Virginia Tech as you guys. I did not take that away from that game.
I did.
Dude, it was literally a miraculous play by Sellers and a punt return was the difference.
Yeah, he's right. I'm telling you, Virginia Tech played physical, and South Carolina's, they're a physical team. So I was highly impressed. I thought Kyron Drones played decent. I mean, he wasn't great or anything, but he didn't play bad. And I think that South Carolina is miles better than Vanderbilt. So I'm not convinced that this. If you would have asked me last week, I would have said Vanderbilt's going to win this game. I'm not so sure anymore.
Well, but do we?
Well, I don't know. Vanderbilt beat Alabama and South Carolina didn't.
But what does Vanderbilt lose? I mean, they bring back Pavia, who's another guy like Sellers that can make things happen with his feet.
Yeah.
And he's been talking cash shit like Castanelos all off season.
And that guy backed it up. And that's the 3 degrees of Bama. He beat Bama. And then Castanelos beat Bama.
Yeah, but that was last year.
Dude, you can't deny the stars are aligning.
I mean, I hate to agree with Rick, but he's kind of got a point.
I'm
going with Virginia Tech. Fuck it. I don't care about Rick's point. Fuck Rick's point.
What he said.
Look, I'm on a winning streak of bodying fan bases. Don't walk into this damn roundhouse kick of my opinion.
Look,
listen, I don't care what you've done, sir. I have literally been blocked from Notre Dame channels since Sunday.
Look, dude, I got my own streaming privileges taken away. You think I give a shit about?
Rec Talk's in jail, in YouTube jail right now.
I know. I was watching his stream when it happened.
Yeah, unfortunate.
That's 100% my fault, so I can't be that mad.
I'm surprised you got away with it for as long as you did, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Because I was flipping between the both of y'all during that game, and I was on Rec's stream when they took him down. Because I texted him right when they did. I was like, they finally got you.
I thought it was my internet. And then, look, I emailed the person or the entity that struck me. I'm never hearing back from them.
No, you'll get an automated response.
But here's what I don't get: like, people are literally just streaming the game, and their shit don't get shut down.
Well, they do.
Sometimes.
I mean, they might make it through the game, but go back the next day, that channel doesn't exist anymore.
Well, maybe, but I've watched a game in its entirety on YouTube.
Well, the fucked up part of it is, I'm not defending what I did. That was dumb. But let's say you do a video like what Squid does. Or like I've put like a 10-second clip of a game 20 years ago in, and they'll say, fuck you, we're claiming the whole video.
Whatever happened to fair use?
Well, you got to go to court with them to sort that out. And
look, the bottom line with YouTube is you have, if they decide they want to give you a strike or shut your channel down or whatever, anything really that they want to do, demonetize it, you have zero recourse. None.
No.
I mean, I guess maybe if you're a channel with millions and millions of subscribers, they'll listen to you, but people like us, they don't care about you.
Yeah, they ain't fucking with Mr. Beast.
No. That's what I'm saying. There's a handful of guys that can probably get somebody on the phone at YouTube, but other than that, no, they don't care.
You know what? Screw that. I fought the law and the law won. I'm fighting YouTube and the Rec Talk's winning. I'm about to burn this thing to the ground.
Whenever I got my strike and they only shut me down for was it 1 or 2? I think it was 14 days. I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago.
I think it was only a week.
It might have been a week, whatever it was. I appealed, they give you a chance to appeal it. I appealed it, and if they would have went back and looked at actually what happened, the appeal should have been overturned. And it wasn't. So I'm convinced that they don't even look at the appeal.
Probably not.
On most of them, they don't. So
no. So I'll be on Sea-Dog's channel, I guess, a good bit this season. Fellas, I think someone asked about it in the chat.
What's that?
You're welcome on the old Sea-Dog channel anytime.
Yes. Pete, can you bring Gavin Owens back from the hidden graveyard, accidentally hit the button, picking up dog poop in the backyard? Oh, what'd you do, time somebody out?
He might have blocked him.
Sorry, Gavin Owens, if you're listening still, that was an accident. It wasn't me that kicked you out. It was Roger Dodger was picking up dog shit and blocked you, apparently.
Who picks up dog shit in their own yard? Fuck that. I just run it over with the lawnmower.
That's why you're a Miami.
It says he was hidden.
Yeah, that means he blocked him.
Oh, no. All right,
I'll go in and unhide it.
Yeah, I'll unhide you, Gavin. Just give me a second here. Anyway, so I'm taking. You know what? I'm going to go against the grain here. The best game of the week in the ACC. I'm rolling with the ACC in this one. Go Hokies. You know what? The entire state of Virginia is going to be victorious this week. Virginia's winning, and so is Virginia Tech. Woo! Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
What about Virginia Military Institute?
Them too. Every team. All of them.
Oh, wait. So that means Norfolk State is going to win, too. Old Mike Vick's going to get him a W.
Yeah, Norfolk State's going to blow out whoever they're playing.
I'm rooting for Vic. I want him to do well.
Speaking of dog poop.
I do think it's a safe bet that Peete is not rooting for Vic.
Yeah. Yeah, Roger Dodger buries dog poop in his backyard. Mike Vick buries dogs.
We're going to be burying the dogs this year.
Damn.
Ooh.
The double entendres and innuendos are out of control right now.
They really are.
Yes.
Yeah, and it sucks, too, because you have all these crappy games, and I'm off this weekend. What the hell?
I don't know. There's some decent ones.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be watching Boston College versus Michigan State. I'll be watching.
Well, I mean, just in the ACC in general, like Miami's playing a can of corn that they're going to win by however many points they decide to win by.
No, there's a bunch of those. I did not know Boston College at Michigan State could be interesting.
Yeah, this is the primetime game too. Boston College at Michigan State, 7:30 on the Peacock channel.
And I'll be rooting for Boston College. Aside from the ACC, they stole our AD Michigan State. Those
they did.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Those dirty bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
where's Michigan State? East Lansing.
Yes.
Who wants to live there as opposed to the ATL, baby? What are you doing?
well, nobody wants to live in East Lansing.
Who wants to live in the state of Michigan?
Maybe
period?
Michigan State can take 10 minutes out of sexually assaulting gymnast and win a football game.
Oh.
You know?
Or trying to have dirty phone calls with secretaries.
Yeah, that was the best one. Yeah.
Hey, baby, you mind if I touch myself? Yeah. Just keep talking about whatever.
Wasn't our basketball coach caught up in that too?
Yeah, Dante Stoudemire was dating that girl at the same time as whoever Mel Tucker. She was dating both of them. Not a good look for her, I guess, but.
Well, it wasn't a good look for her from the beginning when she admitted that she didn't hang up for a half hour.
Yeah, but it's not a good look for Mel Tucker when she comes in to talk about your like assault, and then you're masturbating on the phone with her later.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, so I don't know. I don't get the idea that this weekend has some crappy games because there's some pretty good games. It looks like even outside the ACC. There's Michigan.
Well, I mean, just by comparison to week one.
Yeah. I mean, there's not like, I guess.
There's not going to be another week that has the slate of games week one did, probably.
Yeah, that week one was.
Oh, and I understand that, but I'm bitching about having to work that weekend. That's all.
What about Stanford, the Tree against who are they playing? I just had it pulled up.
Me and Rex sat there all day and watched football. It was awesome.
Stanford's going 0-12 because the ACC show. Well, no, the ACC show said they're going 1-11, but
Stanford's playing BYU.
Yeah, BYU. That's right. That's it. That for all the late bird, not the opposite of the early birds. That game comes on at 10 after 10 o'clock. I think 10:15 East Coast time. Owls. So that game will be on until after midnight.
You know, it's cool.
Yeah, even without the BYU, they're still going to win.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah,
by a lot.
Yeah. The Tree is down real bad. I mean, I said I thought maybe. So it might be a close tie between North Carolina and the Tree. Who's the worst team in the ACC?
Oh, that is a good point.
Yeah, and Wake Forest is knocking right on that door too. But
are they so down bad that they need to change their mascot to the Charlie Brown tree for this year?
Charlie Brown Christmas trees?
Yeah.
Damn.
That little pitiful looking little tree.
One bulb on it for the one win they're going to have.
I'm trying to figure out how to unblock this guy, and I can't figure it out. That's how dumb I am.
I think you have to go to your settings, don't you?
It may be in YouTube Studio.
Whoa. Settings. Yeah, I think that's it.
Which is completely ridiculous, by the way, that it's an entirely separate app.
I know. Well, it's not a separate app on a PC. It is on your phone, though. So
listen, I can barely work a phone, much less a PC.
Yeah, it's community moderation and user management.
Okay, there you go. User management. Now I got to fish through the 18,000 people I have blocked on here and find, what's that guy's name again?
Gavin Owens, I think.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought it was Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom.
He probably does have Gavin Newsom blocked, but it's not on YouTube.
Oh, I found it. There it is.
You're back, Gavin.
Do y'all want to hear some of the people I have blocked on here's names?
Are they?
Yes, I do, because Luz is hilarious too.
This is about some of them I can't even say. Some of them I'm surprised that YouTube even lets them make that name. Honestly, a lot of N-word stuff. Yeah. But Krusty Buster. I'll just read some of the funny ones. Liga my balls, Peete. It's Ligma balls, Peete. Ligama.
I don't like him. That's a great name.
Good night, Munchies. There's Uncle Lou's Asian Fantasy.
Nice.
Make me a mod.
That's true, though.
The Ghost of Hoss. Yeah, I know who that is. I'm skipping over a lot here. There's one that's Sea Dog on here, but it's not you, Sea Dog. It's somebody that was pretending to be you, coming on saying all kinds of terrible things about my wife or something. Yeah.
I mean, listen, she's from North Charleston. That's terrible enough.
Nate's mom.
You have Nate's mom blocked?
Dabo Swinney's Hard Rock. Jizz Whisperer. Again, a lot of N-word stuff. People love the N-word on YouTube for some reason.
Trolls aren't very inventive these days.
No. A lot of bots, and some of these look like maybe porn sites or something.
Yeah, a lot of sex.
Well, I mean that is the purpose of the internet.
Ohio State versus everybody. I don't know why he's blocked. He must have said something stupid too. I don't block people unless they're like way out of line. Not over football stuff. I won't block them over that.
Did you know you can block ad categories? I'm looking through mine too as sensitive categories, and I can block black magic from being advertised on my channel.
You can also just do keywords. Yeah. So you could put Georgia Tech in there, and anytime someone says Georgia Tech, it blocks their comment.
Now I'm talking about ad categories you can block, and one of them is black magic. So I guess someone is advertising black magic.
Oh, is that what it is? Look,
isn't black magic like car wax?
Yes.
What's the hate on with car wax?
It's car wax. It's also voodoo of some kind, I think. Right?
I thought voodoo was voodoo.
Well, black magic, voodoo, and voodoo's black magic. How about that?
Maybe.
Anyway, so I think I unblocked them. So we should be good.
Congratulations, sir. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Hope I didn't lose you.
Licking my balls, Peete, is really
liga my balls.
That to use an appropriate metaphor, that definitely tickles Rex tank.
It does. I did feel something in my balls as I laugh, but that happens every time I laugh.
So there's another. I think it says 150 more. I'm not going to go through all these. But what is this here? Oh, that's moderators.
We need to get Slaw on here and get him to break down Clemson's season, the rest of their season.
I don't know. I can't take it.
What are the 5 losses?
He doesn't even know.
No, he's not calling 5 losses. He's saying they're going 0-12 now. They haven't won a game. They're not going to win a game.
Yeah.
That's how bipolar he gets with it.
So he thinks that Clemson's the worst team in the conference?
Oh, they're the worst team in the country.
I told you. He told me they were losing 5 or 6 games. This is right before the show tonight. And I said, okay, if you think they're losing 5 or 6 games and you really mean that, I'll bet you $500 right now. Right now. And of course he backtracked. And he goes, well, no, not really. I think that's the floor.
Listen, I still think Clemson's probably going to win the conference. I think it's probably still going to be Miami and Clemson play for the ACC championship.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, because if I had to pick right now, I'd pick Miami.
Well, and I get it, but maybe that's me trying not to overreact to week 1.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I think LSU's a good team. Like, as much as I shit on Brian Kelly, he's not a terrible coach.
Yeah.
Based on what you saw week 1, wouldn't you say LSU is the best team in the SEC right now, just based off week 1?
I mean, I get maybe. I mean, do you really know what Georgia is with them playing Marshall? And I know you're biased against Georgia, but I'm trying to be
no, you don't.
Realistic here.
That's what I'm saying. Based on what you know and what you've seen, you'd have.
Okay, yeah. If you're just going to base it off week 1 period, yes. But I mean, listen, I don't think Notre Dame's going to be a bad team, but I mean, okay, is Notre Dame that bad or is Miami that good? I don't know.
They both look good. I mean, they both.
Yeah, so to go back, and Dennis Wilson actually makes a good point, which is very rare on this channel for him to make a good point.
Shit.
He says Clemson's defense is a little more solid than Miami's defense. I agree with that. Well, definitely in week 1, Miami's offense was miles ahead of Clemson's. Now, the question is, on both sides, room for improvement for Miami's defense over the season and room for improvement for Clemson's offense over the season. Like, who has more leeway there?
I don't think there's a huge gap between Miami's defense and Clemson's.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you look at the 2 touchdowns that Carr threw. One was a busted coverage, and the other one was him scrambling around for his life. And I mean, corners can only keep up with people for so long. Somebody's going to get open.
Yeah, I think that, again, as a very small sample size, 1 week, I think Miami looks after 1 week of football like the most complete team in all of the ACC. Now that can change throughout the course of a season with injuries and just teams getting better or worse at whatever position. But
yeah, because you look at perfect example. You look at the Florida game last year. Miami's defense looked great. Injuries, and by the end of the year, it was ass juice.
Yeah, that's a great adjective there, ass juice.
It is. Well, listen, I went straight from the gym to cutting the yard, so I got plenty of it going right now.
Oh, come on. All right, you know what? Time to end the show.
Swamp ass.
Yeah. We have devolved now. But no, it is time to end the show anyway. So, but great show, guys. I think we covered it all. Everything from Bill Belichick's girlfriend to ass juice by Slim Shady and Lick of My Balls, Peete. So
yeah.
We've hit the gamut there. So
never know what you're going to hear while tuning into the ACC show.
Yes. Before I let you go, Rec Talk, so since you got suspended for, what'd you say, is it 90 days?
90 days, man.
So what?
Justice for Rec.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I go, I'm staying with Rec in a couple of weeks when I go up there for the Georgia Tech game. So I'll probably stream from up there. So the game's at noon, so I guess we can stream the afternoon or evening games on my channel or Sea Dog's channel or whatever.
Yeah.
But since you don't, do you want to tell people how to find you during this imprisonment time? I guess.
Well, I can upload.
Okay, you can still upload. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I just can't live stream, which seems like a pretty stark penalty for. I didn't even get a warning. I just took a strike.
Yeah, there's certain. It is weird though, but there's like levels to a violation, and they consider that copyright violation, like what you did, what they're charging you with, is like that's top of the line. Like that's an immediate strike. Like they give you the harshest penalty, other than just taking your channel down completely.
Yeah, I mean, like I've just never heard of a 90-day suspension like that, though.
Well, they basically said, look, you can email this person that don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You can dispute it, or you can do nothing for 90 days. And there's only one of those things that I can realistically
You
do.
can dispute it, but you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, even if you dispute it, it's not like they're like, okay, you can stream now. I mean, you got to go through that.
Yeah, I mean, you can dispute it and they'll review it, but based on what the violation, they're not going to overturn it. So I mean,
I don't have anything to dispute.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, they getting you for the whole fucking season.
I know that's bad timing there.
90 days is 2 days after the Georgia game.
Oh, it's after the Georgia game too. That's even worse.
Oh,
But don't worry, I'll figure something out.
Yeah. All right. Well,
at least you can still upload, because I mean I do completely agree with Lou. Like live streams aren't how you build your channel.
no, but
That's
to not
where
be
most of my money comes from.
not be able to stream during the season that's rough. That's real rough.
Ooh.
Yeah. So everybody, all the Rec Talk fans, which I'm a huge one, y'all go do whatever you can to support Rec Talk over the next 90 days over there until he gets through this ordeal here.
I appreciate it, man. What I might do is go on Rumble with Edward and like take my shirt off. Yeah,
hey, you can still stream like on Twitter or whatever. I think can't you?
Yeah, no, there's a few options. Like I'm gonna figure something out. Aside from like streaming on Sea Dog's channel or yours when you come over, I'll have some alternative, and it will involve me naked, and so that I do know.
So yes,
Rec Talk OnlyFans coming to a internet connection.
KE does make a good point. But this is always hindsight's 2020 because it happened to me, it happened to Lou. You make a second channel as a backup channel in case this happens, but nobody ever thinks about doing that until they get suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then you have to put effort into building that channel
again. Yeah, so that's part of the problem. It takes time to get up. I'm still trying to do that, but at least I have somewhere to stream. If my shit got shut down tomorrow, at least I have somewhere to go. So it might be worth just having it just for that reason.
Yeah, and I won't do it now because I feel like I could get in trouble making an alternate channel and streaming on it right now.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think there's way too many YouTube channels for them to really monitor.
Well, they'll know it'll be the same IP address, but still, I don't think they care. You're not going to get in trouble for starting a second channel. I mean, the problem is you'll just have no subscribers, and you won't be monetized, but at least you can stream.
Well, and what you can do, because you can still post, so I'm assuming you can still make community posts. Once or twice a week about a second channel.
Yeah, you can promote your second channel on your community post on your main channel. I think you can.
I'm going to look into the TOS and make sure. Like, I get that I'm not a big deal at all. I just don't want to risk taking like a second strike or violation for like ban evasion or something.
I don't think I don't think you have to worry about that. I seriously don't. I mean, don't make it the same name as your main channel.
I do have another channel, actually.
Oh.
It's a gaming channel that is shitty.
Well, yeah, that's no problem at all. Then just, I don't know what the name of it is. Just change the name around a little bit. Don't make it the same thing as your main, the one that got banned.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'll do Rec Talk _1 for that channel.
Yeah, whatever.
Or Rec Talk 2.0.
Yeah, but if you do that, let me know. I'll push it out on my channel. You could do it on yours too.
Hey,
some people over there watching.
Idea. Since you are, a full-on Georgia Tech nerd, just go with Rec Talk 3.14.
I mean, at the very least, you'll be able to stream the Georgia Tech games, even if you don't do some of the other stuff that you were doing, like the College Football Weekly show and all that. Like, but at least you can stream the games.
Yeah, you know what? I'll get that sorted tonight. And I'm glad I talked to you guys. See, that's why we're friends.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love you.
See? Yes, love you too. All right. That's going to do it, guys. I see you later, Rec. Slim, thank you for popping in again, like usual.
Yes, sir.
And good luck to your Canes this weekend. I don't think you're going to need it, but good luck anyway. All right. Sea Dog, we did it, buddy.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Looking forward to next week. Oh, so next week we'll do the ACC show on Tuesday, and then I'll be up there with these two clowns, Rec Talk and Sea Dog, on Saturday.
Yahoo!
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I can't wait either, buddy.
Just gonna kick ass.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Talk to you later.
Nice.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Great show tonight. We had a lot of fun. Tomorrow, the return of the I know I've said this before, but actually, again, for real this time. The return of the college football call-in show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Yeah. So hopefully you guys will come support the call-in show and actually call in and talk about some college football with me. I'm looking forward to it. So have a great rest of your Tuesday night, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.